What if the greatest threat to your independence, the silent thief robbing you of your leg strength, balance, and energy, isn't your age? What if it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, disguised as a healthy start to your day, sitting right there on your breakfast plate? For years, you've been told that feeling weaker is just a part of life, that the unsteadiness, the stiffness, and the draining fatigue are simply prices you have to pay for growing older. The reality? It's a lie. Today, we are going to expose 3 of the most popular healthy breakfast foods that are secretly sabotaging your muscles and accelerating your decline. These are the foods millions of seniors eat every single morning, believing they are doing the right thing. Before we uncover the culprits, I want you to do something for me right now. Pause for a moment and type in the comments the one breakfast food you eat most often. Is it oatmeal, toast, yogurt, cereal? Just type that one word, because by the end of this video, you will understand if that very food is helping you build strength or if it has been secretly working against you all along. Now, to understand why your breakfast can be either your greatest ally or your worst enemy, you need to know about a condition called sarcopenia. This is the medical term for the age-related loss of muscle, and it is the hidden force behind so many of the struggles seniors face. Your muscles are the engine of your body. They are your foundation for stability, your shield against falls, and your source of metabolic health. The National Institutes of Health has issued a stark warning. Sarcopenia is a direct threat to your ability to live independently. And here is the critical truth. After the age of 60, your body becomes incredibly sensitive. The wrong fuel in the morning doesn't just fail to help, it can actively harm you, feeding inflammation and accelerating muscle loss. But the right fuel? It acts as a powerful command, signaling your body to halt the breakdown and begin the vital work of rebuilding. So, let's pull back the curtain on the first breakfast imposter that could be destroying your strength from the inside out. Mistake number 1. The inflammatory fire of sugars and refined carbs. For decades, marketing campaigns have sold us a convenient fiction that a bowl of heart-healthy cereal, a quick slice of toast with jam, or a cup of fruit-flavored yogurt is a responsible way to start the day. But what if that morning ritual is like starting a smoldering fire inside your muscles? The truth is, these foods are packed with refined sugars and simple carbohydrates that cause a violent spike in your blood sugar. Your body panics, releasing a flood of insulin to control the surge. You get a fleeting burst of energy, but what follows is the devastating crash. By mid-morning, you feel like you're wading through cement, foggy, exhausted, and craving even more sugar. But the real damage is far more sinister. This relentless cycle of spikes and crashes creates chronic, low-grade inflammation. Imagine this inflammation as a constant, quiet rust, corroding your muscle tissue, making it stiff, sore, and unable to heal. Have you ever suffered from a deep, persistent ache in your legs, or a frustrating stiffness that never seems to go away? You may be feeling the direct result of an inflammatory breakfast. So, how do you extinguish this fire? You replace it with a source of cool, steady energy. This is where the humble black bean becomes your secret weapon. Just half a cup, served warm, can transform your morning. The energy in black beans is bound to fiber and complex carbohydrates, meaning it's released slowly and evenly. No spike, no crash, no fatigue. More importantly, the deep, rich color of black beans comes from antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds are powerful, natural anti-inflammatories. Instead of fueling the fire, you are actively putting it out, giving your muscles the peaceful environment they need to recover and strengthen. Before you open that box of cereal tomorrow, ask yourself this piercing question: is this meal truly my foundation for strength, or is it the fuel for my weakness? Mistake number 2. The catabolic catastrophe of a low-protein start. Perhaps you've wisely avoided the sugar trap. Your breakfast is something you consider modest and light. A banana, a piece of plain toast, or maybe just a cup of coffee to get going. You believe you're being disciplined. But what if that light breakfast is forcing your body to cannibalize its own strength to survive? Here's the stark biological reality. When you wake up, your body is in a catabolic state. After an all-night fast, it is actively breaking down tissue for energy. If you fail to give it the right building materials, it will turn on the most accessible source it can find: your own precious muscle. To flip this switch from breakdown mode to building mode, your body desperately needs one thing: protein, and specifically a powerful amino acid called leucine. Leucine is the master switch for muscle synthesis. It's the commander that shouts the order: "The famine is over. Begin rebuilding now." A breakfast of fruit or plain toast provides no such command. It's empty fuel. It does nothing to stop the catabolic process. So, for hours, your body continues to feast on its own muscle. Have you ever felt that your strength is mysteriously fading, even on days you don't do much? Do your muscles feel deflated and weak? It may be because they are being starved of their most critical morning signal. So what is the definitive solution? You pair the anti-inflammatory power of black beans with the complete protein of a whole egg. While black beans provide a solid protein foundation, an egg is a nutritional masterpiece. It contains all 9 essential amino acids required for muscle repair, delivering the powerful dose of leucine needed to flip that metabolic switch from breaking down to building up. A meal of half a cup of black beans and 1 or 2 eggs is a strategic masterstroke. You are delivering the master command to stop muscle loss, while also providing the full array of raw materials needed for repair. It is the perfect 1-2 punch to reclaim your strength. Before you settle for a light breakfast again, ask yourself, am I nourishing my body, or am I forcing it into a state of self-destruction? Mistake number 3. The starvation signal that annihilates muscle. This brings us to the most catastrophic mistake of all: skipping breakfast entirely. In a misguided attempt to save calories, many people start their day on empty. But what if this habit is the single fastest way to weaken your body and send your metabolism into a state of chaos? What if you are sending a panic signal that tells your body to hoard fat and burn muscle? When you skip breakfast, you are deliberately prolonging that catabolic state. For hours, your body is in full-blown emergency mode, devouring muscle tissue at an accelerated rate. At the same time, your primary stress hormone, cortisol, which is already at its peak in the morning, remains dangerously elevated. High cortisol actively promotes muscle breakdown and encourages your body to store fat, particularly around your abdomen. Have you ever felt uncontrollably shaky, intensely irritable, or unable to focus by 11 a.m.? These are not just hunger pangs. They are distress signals from a body in crisis, a body that you have forced into a state of starvation. The answer is not merely to eat, but to eat with tactical precision. This is where the timing of your black bean and egg breakfast becomes paramount. In the first hour after waking, your body's cells are exquisitely sensitive to insulin. They are like open doors, ready to pull nutrients from your blood and deliver them directly to your muscles. By consuming this protein-rich meal within that golden 60-minute window, you are executing a perfect rescue mission. You are halting muscle breakdown, crushing high cortisol levels, and delivering elite fuel precisely when your body is most ready to use it. This simple act of timing can single-handedly determine whether your day is a downward spiral into fatigue or an upward climb toward renewed strength. Before you ever think of just having coffee again, ask yourself, am I choosing strength or am I choosing to surrender my muscle to starvation? You now know the enemy. It's time to arm yourself with the solution. This is not complicated. This is about simple, powerful actions. The meal: 1/2 cup of canned black beans. Rinse them well under cold water to remove excess salt. 1 or 2 whole eggs. Prepare them gently, soft-boiled, poached, or scrambled in a little olive oil. Seasoning: a pinch of sea salt and a dash of anti-inflammatory turmeric or black pepper. The crucial amplifier: 10 minutes of activation. You've delivered the building materials. Now, you must send the construction crew to the job site. This is done with 10 minutes of gentle movement immediately after your meal. This is non-negotiable. 1. March in place, 1 minute. Wake up your body. 2. Chair leg lifts, 10 per leg. Fortify the muscles that protect your knees. 3. Wall push-offs and 10 reps. Engage your chest, shoulders, and core. 4. Side-to-side steps, 1 minute. Enhance your lateral stability and balance. This is not exercise. This is activation. You are sending a command to your body. Take these nutrients and use them to rebuild me now. When you replace a destructive habit with this powerful ritual, your body will respond. In the first week, the fog will begin to lift. You'll rise from a chair with more ease. The ground will feel more solid beneath your feet. This is the feeling of your muscles waking from a long slumber. By day 14, you will feel a tangible return of endurance. A walk around the block will no longer feel like a chore, but an opportunity. You will carry things with more confidence. This is the feeling of your body actively rebuilding its foundation. By the 1-month mark, the change becomes part of you. Nighttime leg cramps may fade as your muscles are finally nourished with minerals like magnesium. You will stand taller, not because you've grown, but because your core strength has returned. You will begin to trust your body again. For too long, you have been fed a narrative of inevitable decline. You have been told to accept weakness as your fate. Here at Wisdom Free, we are here to tell you that this narrative is false. The morning stiffness, the wobbly legs, the pervasive fatigue, these are not non-negotiable sentences. They are often just symptoms of a body crying out for the right fuel. The power to change your life is not in an expensive supplement or a futuristic drug. It is in a humble can of beans, a couple of eggs, and a conscious decision to honor your body each morning. It is in the knowledge that you can stop the silent thief that has been stealing your strength. The choice, as always, is yours. You can continue with the breakfast that is familiar and easy, or you can choose the one that will make you strong. I am deeply invested in your journey. Let me know you're ready to make a change by typing a 1 in the comments below. Your commitment inspires this entire community. And if this message resonated with you, please do not keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to Wisdom Free for more empowering truths, and share it with just one person you care about who deserves to feel strong again. Thank you for watching. Here's to you, taking back your strength, one breakfast at a time.